Did you? Did you miss me? Did you? DME, nigga.
I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you? Did you miss me? What it do, people? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live and direct, better than any other can. I am your host, Jones, the original Jew, by blood, not by conversion. You know your brothers out here splurging with that word. And today is a very special day, you know? It's the day that we awaken to this truth. And here at the Repent or Die, we stand on what Christ said. Christ said, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And that's all we ever, especially myself, will ever do and will stand on. And that's truth. You understand? Round of applause. Yes. But on today's episode, I want to talk about something real. For some of y'all that don't know, October 31st, around 3 a.m., a former notorious kingpin by the name of Alpo Martinez. Some of y'all may know him as Cameron, playing him in the movie Paid in Full. Brother man was gunned down. May the Father have mercy on his soul. He was gunned down in Harlem. They shot up his car. And he's no longer here. And that situation is the reason why I came out with today's episode and titled it, Sticking to the Script or You'll Get Clipped. Stick to the script or you'll get clipped. Walk with me. I'm starting to realize that a lot of brothers and sisters that come into this game, and let me not even say this game, because you must stick to the script in everything that you do, right? Everything in life comes with like a manual. Whether it's your work, whether it's life, whether it's following Christ, no matter what it is, everything comes with a manual. And the people that always get affected is always the ones that try to alternate or reconfigure the rule book. And it never works on that person's behalf. Never. And it doesn't matter what game you're playing. But this game of life is ordained by rules and regulations. And the minute these rules and regulations is being, configured, you end up becoming a stick figure. Another individual lost in the sauce. Another individual in jail. Another individual dead. And what happened to the brother? It was ordained to happen. The scripture says you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. You understand? And like I said, man, you playing these type of games and you trying to reconfigure and make your own rules, you end up getting hurt at the end. And that's what happened with Alpo. Like I said, may the Father have mercy on his soul. But this is what happens when you try to create your own rules. And it's very important that brothers and sisters know that you can't change the rule book that was already written before you was even put on this earth. These rules and regulations was already ordained on this earth before our very existence. And I don't care how much money you making, I don't care how much respect, I don't care how much people you kill. Just know what goes around comes around. And you can't alter and configure and switch the game to your liking. It may suit you temporarily, but eventually it's going to be your demise. Let me give you an example. A lot of these children is getting the wrong perception of this so-called gangster life. When you choose to be a gangster, being a gangster is not the gangs and the gangster lifestyle and the persona doesn't come looking for you. You come looking for it. And when you find it, there are rules and regulations that must be obliged by this lifestyle that you've chosen. For one, you can never tell. You do the crime, you do the time. There's no if, buts, and maybes. You see these rappers get locked up, portray this gangster persona, get caught in a jam, and say that the streets is a myth. The streets ain't a myth. The streets is the streets, and it's always been the streets. The streets got no love. Listen, when you playing this game for keeps, everybody's playing it how you playing it. And when you get caught, that's just what it is. You got caught. And a lot of individuals get caught, and instead of being a man and doing their time, listen, I don't care what the number is. They could throw you 50 years. If you know you was living that lifestyle that's deserving of 50 years, you gotta take it. You can't alternate that. You can't reconfigure that. You can't say, well, damn, they gave me 50 years. What I'm gonna do? Who's gonna help me take care of my family? Who's gonna take care of me? Who's gonna take care? Bro, take care of what? Was you even thinking about taking care of your family when you was playing this game? When you was shooting that dice? You playing Russian roulette with your life and then get caught, and now all of a sudden you gotta change your heart. You found God and you want to do things right. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I sat down with somebody and I said, listen, you get inside this game. You play this game. You're gonna, everybody's gonna love you. And this is in the Bible. You could read this in the book of Sirach. I forgot the exact chapter, but you're gonna know who your friends are when you in a situation. Everybody's cool. Everybody's gonna love you. Everybody's gonna support you. Everybody's gonna, be around you, show you that love when you present and you got something to offer. When that offer is no longer on that table, the same friends that say, yo, I'm gonna ride with you till the end, you my homie, yo, we got you, X, Y, and Z. These are the same people that's gonna, probably try to talk to your woman. Do you understand? These are the same people that you will break bread with, get locked up, and you won't ever hear from these people. And like I said, an example is somebody will get locked up and he got a bid for 20 years. Let's say he got a 20-year bid. The first few years, you get nothing but love, support. Just know over time, them phone calls, the money being put in your commissary, all that is going to come to an end. And before you know it, by the time you get into your 18, 15, 16 years in, you'll be lucky if you got 1 or 2 or 3. You'll be lucky if you got 5 people checking in on you, making sure you're good. Master P himself said, I will no longer take care of my brother C Murder. This is a blood brother sitting on millions of dollars, probably close to $1 billion network, and said that he will no longer take care of his brother C Murder. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm trying to give you guys an understanding of these games. You gotta stick to the script or you're going to get clipped, bro. try to do your own thing, you're going to get hurt, bro. And that's in everything in life. I'm not just using it. I'm not just using it for a street sense. Even in the biblical sense, the Bible was written. It was given laws and regulations. You follow the laws, you be alright. You break the laws, you're gonna suffer. And within that suffering comes death. This is a fact. This is a fact. So you get a physical sense, you get the street sense, you get a physical sense, you get a spiritual sense, even in your mentalness, in your mental state. When you try to overthink and you try to do things extra than you supposed to do, you always suffer at the end. Because like I said, these things was written way before your times. The script has been written way before we was even born. So when you try to alternate the script, this is when you get clipped. Facts. This is when you get clipped. You listen, man. Like I'm still flabbergasted about what happened to Alpo, man. You know? And let me tell you something. Me, I'ma always stick to the script. Because when I was coming up, we had rules and regulations. You know, especially here in Brooklyn. You would have got killed if you was a tattletale. Even in school, I remember my parents said, don't be a tattletale. Now, we got school, society, everything is trying to do everything to go against the script. Everything. They teaching your children to see something, say something. You getting bullied. You need to speak to someone. You need to do this. You need to do that. You hear all of this foolishness. All of this. Me growing up, you ain't telling nobody. You better defend yourself and protect yourself. You better understand. Oh, you want to be a gangster? You want to walk around with ammunition. You want to walk around with flags. You want to walk around with knives. You want to be Mr. Tough Guy. All right, fine, be Mr. Tough Guy. But when things come your way, when that wave of negative energy come your way, don't be upset. Don't be mad. Take it in the chin. Don't be a coward. And I feel like a lot of dudes play this game, and then when things is not going according to plan, they want to chicken out. Now all of a sudden, now you got second thoughts, you got doubts. It don't work that way, fam. It don't work that way. Let me give you an example. Look at what's this boy name? Troy Ave. Look at Troy Ave. Playing this tough guy, feeling like he's Pac, he's this, he's that, he's real, he's a gangster, he's about that. Get caught in a jam, all of a sudden now the streets is a myth. Mind you, one of them trying to take his head off. The streets ain't that miffy once they try to get you off. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that miffy. It ain't that miffy when they trying to hit you with that blicky. You understand? Because the streets was never a myth. The streets was the streets. You was trying to configure and play the game the way you wanted to play it and got caught. Somebody's life was taken because of the game that you wanted to play. And that's granted. I see you in the video. I seen the camera footage and you over here shooting. I respect it. But I would have respected it even more if you took everything that came along with it. Because, the Bible said, he that keepeth his soul, he that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his soul. You know what I'm saying? So when all of these things was taking place, you could have been the bigger person and just brushed it off and just went straight for the money, went to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? And granted, if the threat comes to you, I'm not a man, I'm not a man of violence. I'm about peace, love, unity, and all that good stuff. But at the same time, I am a man as well. And I don't mind you saying whatever you say. Again, I'm from that era. Sticks and stone may break your bones, but words don't ever hurt. I don't give a damn on how you feel about me. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care for none of that. As long as you don't touch me, we have no problems. And that was, if he had taken that approach and not entertained the brother man, he would not be in a situation, rest in peace to the big bro. He probably would still be here right now. You understand? I'm just saying. And then get caught in a situation, and now all of a sudden, the streets is a myth. Streets was never a myth. The streets is the streets. The streets is 1,000,000,000. Streets is undefeated. The streets is undefeated, just like Father Time. Those two people are like best friends. Undefeated. But if you play the game accordingly, stick to the script, you won't get clipped. You won't get clipped. So how do you stick to the script? Again, understanding the manuals of life. If you want to talk spiritual, and mainly for the children of Israel, the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, for those brothers, our script is understanding the Bible, understanding the rules and regulations that God given man. And the same way he gave the Bible to man, he also gave universal laws that everybody knows should be following. You understand? Like, whether you a God-fearing man, killing somebody is wrong. That's just evident. But then when you do kill people and you running around taking lives, and at the end of it, you get caught, and all of a sudden now you willing to cooperate, or you're telling, and you taking down organizations and stuff like that just so you can get a lesser sentence. That's not you sticking to the script. That's you, that's you doing what you want to do, thinking, I'm gonna do what's best for me. And in all reality, like I said, what goes around comes around. So you might get away 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. But something's going to happen to you. It's like I said, it's ordained. These things is already written, man. Right? So the spiritual, keeping the laws. Even at work. Let's use work for example, right? Work, whatever your line of job is. Say you work at Amazon. Amazon is high on theft. So if people, if you get caught stealing, etc., you're gonna go down. Okay? And I don't know, I'm nobody at Amazon. I'm just using this as an example. So if you're working at these type of organizations where you delivering other people's goods, and you run into a good, and say you find a scheme, you, your man, your cousin, whoever, you say you had a whole team in this scheme right here, and you get caught. And eventually somebody's going to get caught. But all I'm saying is, when you do get caught, you got to take it on the chin, because you know what you're getting yourself into. The streets don't calling nobody. The gangster life, the criminal life, the scamming life, the white collar crime, blue collar, black collar, purple collar, orange collar, all of these crimes don't come knocking at your door. You come knocking on their door. You come saying, listen, I want to go for an interview. Then you get the job. Fine. You get the job. Cool. Then you get into a situation and you forget that you signed up for this job, that it comes with the territory. That's like a police officer. You become a cop. Chances are you can get killed on the line of duty. But guess what? You still doing your job. That's the same thing with brothers and sisters playing these streets. That's the same thing. These brothers and sisters working for these corporations, working, even if you have your own business, you can't cheat the system. Yo, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then when the government come knocking at your door, you over here, shocked and scared. And, now instead of owning up to it, you giving reasons. It's that person's fault. This person's fault. It's my accountant. He wrote this. He did this. He did that. But in all reality, you know what you was getting yourself into, man. We all know what we get ourselves into. The beauty about the Most High is the Most High give us all choices. You are obligated to make your choices and pick those decisions and understand this is the consequences that comes with those decisions that you make. Okay? You want to be a drug dealer? Fine. When I used to hustle, I remember one time I got locked with a lot of stuff, bro. I'll leave it like that. And what you think I did? You think I went running around saying, the police is gonna be like, well, who's your plug? We could work something. Nah, bro. I don't listen. I found it outside. I needed some money. I found it outside. I thought I wanted to sell. They laughed. They be like, man, what kind of stupid thing is that? But they respect it. You know why? Because they know that I'm sticking to the script. I'm sticking to the script. I'm sticking to that G code. I'm sticking to, you do the crime, you do the time. Praise the Most High and have to do no time. You understand? But it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. You have to just do what you gotta do and accept it. Don't get caught up in saying the streets is a myth. Don't be Mr. Wild Guy like how Alpo was and sitting here bragging, I was making $5-10 million a day. One time I made $100 million in a week. So, and you bragging about that. You bragging about the people that you killed. Yeah, I killed this man, I killed that man, and I killed him because he did this and he did that. You saying all of that. Cool. you saying all of that. Then get locked up and you pointing your fingers and your reasoning is, I'm not trying to sit in here for the rest of my life. What? Of course you sitting there for the rest of your life. Because when you was living your best life, couldn't nobody tell you nothing. Couldn't nobody tell you nothing. I'm gonna rob, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna steal, I'm gonna kill, I'm gonna destroy people's families. I'm gonna do all of that. And I'm standing on that. And get caught up. And let's do a plea deal. I'm gonna tell on these people. I'm not from over here, so I could care less. That's evil, bro. That's evil. Sticking to the script. Stick to the script, or you're gonna get clipped. That's as simple as it comes. Stick to the script. Stick to the script, or you're gonna get clipped. Nobody wants to get hit. So don't act like a I ain't gonna say it. But when it rhymes, it's because it's meant to go together, man. And I'm gonna definitely do a video about this situation. And I'm gonna talk about it even more. Because at the end of it all, we gotta relay this message to the children, to the youth. There's a lot of these young boys running around, causing ruckus, chaos, and then in these inner cities get locked up and telling on everybody. One of my little homies, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope he pulls through and gets and gets the situations overturned. But from what I heard, one of his people got caught, and once he got caught, son got caught. Make it make sense. I'm gonna leave it as that. And this is something that we as people need to understand. That the streets don't come looking for you. You come looking for the streets. You come looking for that job. You signed up for that job. The only person that comes looking for you is the Most High. The Most High is gonna put he's gonna put his saints before you and try to wake you up to come to his hedge, to his protection, and to protect you from the wrath that he's about to put on the face of this earth. That's the only person that's gonna come looking for you. Everything outside of that is you that's gonna go looking for it. And when you find it, you gotta play the game according to whatever the script was written. Whether it's your job, whether it's the streets, whether it's even just being a friend. Yeah. How you operate with your friendships, with your loved ones, that you gotta stick to the script. We know I'm never gonna sleep with my man shorty. We know that. We know that I'm not gonna talk my business about my mans to other people. We know that. But guess what? Which a lot of us is not doing that. A lot of us go on social media and expose people's past situations, mock people's problems, whether you doing that as get back or to make that person feel bad. The fact that you're doing that, you're not sticking to the script. And you might say something that that could make you get hurt. A phone call could be made, somebody be at your front door, somebody could take you out. We living in a sensitive world now. So certain things that you do, it comes with a penalty. That's why I always teach brothers and sisters to stay clear and out the way. But to fix the problem, how you stick to the script is understanding the ordinance of humanity, the universe, staying in your lane, keeping these commandments. When you understand the commandments is a perfect tool book, a perfect guidebook to help you understand how to stay clear and out the way. You understand? If I'm not covetous and I want everything that somebody got, I want to rob him, I want to do this, I'm good. If I'm not stealing and I'm not doing nothing, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not committing adultery, I'm sleeping with another man's woman, or a woman sleeping with with a man, and he got a wife. You know what I'm saying? I stick to that script. I'm good. I love my family. I love my loved ones. I love my moms. I love my pops. I'm not over here being disrespectful. I stay in my lane. I'm obedient. I obey. We good. It's the minute we get out of following the rules and regulations is when we end up getting hurt. Oh, another example. Say you going on a ski trip. Now the ski trip said, listen, follow these guidelines. If you want to survive and minimize your chances of getting hurt or severely hurt or even death, you gotta follow this. The minute somebody disregard that and want to do their own thing, they end up getting hit, end up getting clipped. Now you is a dead summer. You know what? Come on, bro. Like this. It's a fact. Come on now. Everything. Stick to the script, people. Stick to the script or you're gonna get clipped. And when you get clipped, you're gonna be left looking like a summer month. You know what? You finish that. You understand? No more. And like I said, I'm gonna do a YouTube and I'm gonna address this whole Alpo situation. And when I do it, it's mainly gonna be for the young bucks, because the old heads like myself and everybody else ain't out here living these criminal lifestyles no more. And I'm sure the OGs ain't living the lifestyle. This knowledge and message gotta go to these young ones that's running wild out here, who think somebody like 6ix9ine is somebody to be glorified. And for the record, something gonna happen to son too. It's only for so long them security's gonna protect you, man. Something's gonna happen to son too. And when it do, you know it's your boy Jones that told you. It's a fact. And he know that. Let me tell you something. These are two things that I tell anybody that you should never have associated with your title, with your name. When I say title, should never have this associated with your title. Being a rat and being a snake. You know what's worse than being a snake is being a rat. Facts. Is being a rat. And anybody that takes any one of those approach and operate on that type of time and telling you're just a sugar honey iced tea stain to society, bro. I go to anybody. You play one of those two animals, you are the worst thing on the face of this earth. You will never be able to sleep comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Me, at my age, I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't run around and try to be a tough guy. I used to, but I was also ready to defend myself if need be. I know what I was getting myself into, and I embraced it. I didn't run from it. But as you get older, you realize all of this is just trash. And no, I'm not saying it's a myth. I'm just saying that why play this so-called street life knowing that the only outcome is death or in jail? I don't want to sit in nobody's jail. I'm going to do my time, but why put myself in a situation to be sitting in anybody's jail? And I damn sure, you hear me? I damn sure ain't ready to die. Not by the streets. If I'm gonna die, man, let me die old age, happy, children grown up. My daughters got their degrees, or running a business, starting a family. My son is doing. That's all I care for. Then I'll be ready to go see the upper room. The upper room. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be ready to go. But until then, nah. I don't want to jeopardize my freedom for an opportunity. You know, I'm gonna risk my freedom, and I'm gonna risk my life for a bag of what? A bag of white? Not worth it. I don't care how much that brick may cost. It's not worth it. I'd rather be a broke bum ass individual than chasing to have it all, get caught up and to lose it all just because I was chasing to have it all and at the end lose it all. And there's nothing worse than being a parent and not being able to see your children grow up. Having your children come see you behind a glass, having your children and your loved ones cry over your casket because you wanted to play you wanted to play this game, and you playing this game and you not sticking to the script. And a lot of us get hit by other individuals who don't stick to the script. If everybody stuck to the script, I guarantee you our communities would have been well off. We would have been sitting on worth billions and trillions of dollars. Our communities, we wouldn't need no Caucasian assistance. We wouldn't need no food stamps, none of that, because money would have been generating if we had just stick to the script. But the script is no longer here. The script been altered. You know, we've gone to the part where, being a rat is glorified now. You know, being a homosexual is glorified now. These things is glorified now. So the rules and regulations of humanity, the rules and regulations of the street life, the rules and regulation of life in itself has been altered, has been configured, and we see what's going on in our community. We see it. We know what's going on, but nobody chooses to do the right thing. You know why? Because we have been desensitized and we have been misled and misguided, Some of it is due to the OGs is no longer here, and some of it is due to the television that we watch and be entertained, and we want to end up mimicking. It's all about design, man. You know what I'm saying? You take control of their mind, you're gonna always control their spine. Remember what I just said. If you take control of their mind, you're gonna always control their spine. Always. Maybe this is too much wisdom, but this is what I do, man. I talk that talk for the people. I don't just talk it just because I like to talk. I mean, I do like to talk, but I also like to see brothers and sisters have wisdom and knowledge and apply this wisdom and knowledge to their everyday lives. Because when you see what's going on, you're no longer going to end up taking the backlash. If you're in front of it, you're not going to take no backlash. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I do what I do. I love to give my people the knowledge. This is the ROD, man. Repent and Die Podcast, the voice for the voiceless. I talk about the things that other individuals will never talk about. Ever. You know? Ever. And I'm not tweaking my own horn. Just telling you the truth. I listen to people's conversations. I hear it. It's cool. But I can't relate to it. It ain't moving me like how it's supposed to. I talk that talk because I gotta move the people. When it's all said and done, each one teach one. If you thinking you're gonna get the proper education and the manuscripts of the codes of these streets from the people that oppress you and have no problem locking you up, that want you breaking the so-called law. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to the script is following the laws of everything. So they training you guys to break the law so they can lock your ass up and make a bag off you. So you think they gonna help you? Nah, we must help each other. I must sit here at 12:46 in the morning and say, no, I gotta talk to the people. Because if I don't, and I just let it be, another young man is gonna wake up, watch the movie Paid in Full, gonna wake up, see 6ix9ine be having 75 million views in 1 hour, breaking records, and gonna say to himself, listen, these dudes was snitching and they made it. Why not me? God forbid something happens, I get caught in the jam. I'm telling. So, yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. Again, I always come to you guys live and direct better than any other can, because I stand on truth. I stand on what's real. I don't stand on the foo-foo. I don't stand on the fugazi. I stand on what's real. And what's real is my people. Those that's suffering from these curses, from disobedience. That's what's real. So again, it's your brother, man. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna ship it out for all y'all to hear. Alright? So let me end this out. Nah, I'm not even gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But I love you, man. Alright? Stay strong. Remember, stick to the script or you're gonna get clipped. Alright?